Chapter 6, Dark Matters.
Don't just stand there! Push back! We can't let them get close!
Ganglion flagship.
Even our skills are powerless before them.
Continuing to persist here is meaningless. It will only serve to thin our ranks.
After all this time, we've finally found a clue that may lead us to the Great One.
With respect, the phenomenon space surrounding this planet is only 800 exodits in diameter. 3 days at light speed is more than enough to scour it thoroughly. If the Great One or the Samar Federation homeland were here, don't you think we would have found something by now? It's one thing to engage the enemy all the way out near that forsaken chunk of rock they call Earth. But then to be swallowed up by that strange light and dumped off here in this primordial hellhole? Are we cursed? And trapped with humans, of all things. It's like some sick joke. If someone told me this was death, I'd believe them.
All the more reason to persist. We must retrieve it if we ever hope to escape the confines of this phenomenon.
Grandmaster Luxor,
Speak.
I bring news.
Really? And he can be trusted? Most interesting. Yes, a most interesting proposal indeed.
What should I whip up today?
It wouldn't be the start of a new chapter in Xenoblade Chronicles X if it wasn't for us picking what we're gonna have for lunch. I absolutely love that so far this has without fail been the very first decision of each story chapter. What are we gonna have Lynn whip us up for lunch? We've already done fried chicken and chicken sauté, so today I think I want to really switch gears and go with something fancy. Lynn, I know you're only 13 years old, but can you please whip me up some foie gras?
That is a great idea.
Delicious! Thank you, Lindley. Is Lindley cooking something else now? Tatsu can't possibly eat any more corn.
Don't worry, this is something new. One of Earth's great delicacies, foie gras.
Foie grub? Foie grub sounds delicious. Maybe Tatsu try some when Lindley finished cooking. Can Tatsu help?
Actually, you can. In fact, I can't make it without you.
Oh, really?
I just need one little favor.
Of course. Tatsu is at your disposal. What can Tatsu provide for Chef Lindley?
Your liver.
Tatsu is here to serve, not be served, Lindley.
Oh, just remembered. I have goose liver.
Lindley did that on purpose. Lindley is vicious and nasty.
All right, everyone, dig in.
Looks delicious, Lynn. You are some chef, I gotta say. I love starting off every chapter with a delicious home-cooked meal, and now let's see what's in store for us today in terms of blade missions.
Now that was a meal. I'm impressed, Lynn. My team could learn a thing or two.
I'm glad you liked it.
But you didn't stop by just for a meal, did you?
No. You know me, Elma. It's about a job.
It would seem to us the good sir would like to pick our brain. Of course, we will gladly let him in one ear and out the other.
Almost, Elle. Almost that time.
An alien mech? What type?
No idea. It doesn't match anything on record as far as I can tell. No one's seen anything like it. It looks abandoned too. Totally ripe for the picking.
Oh man, you're giving me goosebumps!
Right? It's located here.
That's pretty deep in Noctilum. No wonder you wanted to talk to Elle.
Exactly. But here's the rub. The Ganglion are after it too. From what we can tell over Frontier Nav, they've gone after it several times already, and failed.
Well, yes, that doesn't surprise us in the least. That's tainted land.
Tainted? That doesn't sound good.
They are savage beasts. Ferocious, insatiable.
He's talking about these.
We didn't run into anything like that in Noctilum, did we?
The tainted are territorial. They only dwell deep within a specific part of the forest there. Although it doesn't seem right to even call it a forest anymore.
Why do you say that?
Because the tainted devour any and all living things, apart from other tainted, that is.
You mean even mighty Tatsu not safe?
Indeed, you would be swallowed whole. The tainted would make no bones about you, I'm afraid.
Interesting. They must be formidable to be defeating the Ganglion over and over.
But if what Elle says is true, it could work in our favor.
Right. Our bodies are artificial mims. If the tainted don't perceive us as living things, we might be safe.
Let's back up a sec. You reported all this to the commander? Our top priority above all else is supposed to be searching for the lifehold. Are you suggesting we set that aside to try and recover this mech?
Exactly. Commander Vandam is why I'm here. He specifically requested I enlist your team. It's just as you say. There's no time for us to screw around. And we still absolutely need to find the lifehold. But remember, the fact is we're also dealing with hostile Xenos here. Xenos who destroyed Earth and want every last one of us dead. Xenos who also seem to want this mech, and desperately.
And if it's that important to them?
Right. What if it's a secret weapon, powerful enough to tip the scales?
Feels like a bit of a long shot, to be honest. But okay. Even if we can't use it, we should at least keep it from the Ganglion. Count us in. Any objections?
No, ma'am.
Glad to hear it.
But if we're going to take this on, we'll need to keep it quick.
Roger that. Elle and Tatsu, you hang back. Unlike us, the tainted would target you guys for sure.
Oh, most considerate of you, good sirs.
Oh, Lindley! Lindley care about Tatsu after all!
Well, of course. After all this time watching over you and fattening you up, I'm not about to let my prized turkey go to some rabid indigents.
There you have it, folks. We need to head to Noctilum and retrieve this alien mech. I have a feeling the creatures we saw on the holo screen there, the tainted, are probably going to be more of an issue than Elma currently thinks they are. As much of a good idea as it is to sneak in and sneak out with our mech bodies, I have a feeling that sounds way too easy. But regardless, before the whole having lunch cutscene, we did have a pretty interesting cutscene there on the Ganglion flagship. We finally got a look at who is presumably their leader. He was quite an interesting looking fellow. And there were some comments made that we clearly don't have the full context to understand yet, but I'm sure will become very important very soon. Regardless, right now, our prime objective is to go find this alien mech from Noctilum's dead man's Gulch and keep it out of the hands of the Ganglion. So far, we've encountered a bunch of different races of Xenos, some friendly, some not so friendly. Let's see who this alien mech belongs to and if we can make some friends out of this.
Everybody set?
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Someone's excited.
Just doing my job.
Speaking of which, it's pretty amazing you made White Whale crew at your age. You have family here?
My mom and dad passed away. They didn't make it.
That day? The attack on Earth?
No, sir. It was before that. An accident.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. My parents were both design engineers who worked on the White Whale project. But there was a mishap with the primary engine test. Still, it's thanks to them and people like them that the rest of us are all still here, you know? They made the White Whale spaceworthy, so they didn't die in vain. At least, that's what I like to think.
I see. So they gave you a spot on the White Whale to say thanks. Thanks to your parents for all their hard work.
It's a debt I try to repay every day, helping out folks any way I can.
Don't misunderstand, Lau. Lynn earned her spot on the crew like anyone else. It was her talent and determination that made it happen. Her parents' positions provided an environment for her to learn in, but that's it. Lynn got to where she is now entirely on her own.
It's okay, Elma.
No, she's right. Sometimes I talk before thinking. Sorry about that.
Don't be silly. You don't need to apologize to me, sir. Now, shall we get going?
Oh, Lynn. Despite her age and her banter with our little potato friend Tatsu, she really is quite mature for her age. Alright, so Tallara, Elma, and Lynn are in our party, and then we also have to add Lau. We don't get much of a choice on who we bring with us on this mission. Our party has been pre-selected for us, and here is the squad we're going to head out to Noctilum with. As you may see, I've done a few equipment upgrades since our last episode. Everyone's looking more futuristic than ever. I'm in a full suit of body armor. So is Elma. Lynn finally got rid of her cat nose, but she's looking pretty futuristic too. After the big bombshell that dropped at the end of Chapter 5, where we learned that we're not actually in our human bodies, we're actually in mechanical android-style bodies, it makes sense that we can wear this full metal armor. I mean, we're probably just replacing body parts, to be honest. But again, that was a very, very cool reveal and really took me by surprise when we found out at the end of Chapter 5 that we aren't actually flesh and blood humans at all. We are being remotely piloted by our consciousness, which are still in the life hold, and these are just the mechanical bodies we're using out in the field. Alright, so we need to go to Noctilum, which is an area we explored thoroughly on our last episode. So it should be all the way up here. We're heading to the northeast section, and it looks like our closest warp point will be, I don't know if it's Biden's Crossing or Narcissus Tree, either or, I suppose. We'll fast travel here and then make our way towards our objective, which should be the last known sighting of that alien vessel.
Which way?
If we go straight, we should hit some caves that lead to our destination.
Okay then, let's go.
Straight it is. We're pretty far into the heart of the Noctilum forest here right now. We're actually on top of a big ridge, which gives us a beautiful view of the area. And luckily, we've got Lynn the Navigator here to help us out. If we head straight, it looks like we're not the only humans in this area, because look at this. Deadman's Ingress, BC. Hello. There's other blades out here. Just past here is the territory of indigens we call the Tainted. You see where it's bare rock without any vegetation? That's because they eat damn near anything. Alright, well we've already gotten the briefing of the Tainted, so clearly we're headed in the right direction.
Oh, listen.
If you follow the cliffs that are just past here, you can pass through a cavern and into Dead Man's Gulch. The path's pretty narrow, so watch that you don't fall. Got it. Thanks for the heads up, everybody. Now, the Tainted are nearby, apparently. As I said before, as confident as some of the team are that we're going to be able to get through here without drawing their attention, call it a gut feeling or a hunch, if you will, that we're in fact gonna have to fight the Tainted. But anyway, we gotta deal with one thing at a time, and the first thing we had to deal with there was the terrible Grimivore. You may have noticed that new ability. That's called our Overdrive ability that we actually unlocked at the end of Chapter 5, which is pretty cool. It allows us to just rip off a whole bunch of arts in a row and leads to big damage combos. Looks like the terrible Germivores are their name. It looks like they're gonna hamper us at every turn here as we walk along the narrow path to the caverns. But that's fine, we'll get some experience points. They're level 23 man-eating monsters, and if we're gonna have to fight some Tainted in a bit, we may as well get our blades sharpened on some of the local foliage. Presumably we're gonna have to deal with Tainted along the way, but I'm wondering if we'll actually end up beating our alien friends to the wreckage, or if we're gonna have to fight them too. Judging by our luck lately, I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight everything, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with a little battle on a beautiful day like today. Barely a cloud in the sky, the sun is shining. It's the perfect day for combat, but be it against plant, or alien, or man-eating beast. I'm ready for all of it. I'm scared every time I use my gun move there that I'm gonna slide right off the cliff. I get pretty dangerously close, but I'm just living on the edge.
You know what
Alright, is that all of the plants? No, I see some more coming up here. The lady back at the BC was right. This is a bit of a narrow path, you can see. All there is to the north of us is a wide open ocean, so we don't want to fall down there.
Got no choice.
Alright, Germivores, you really want to fight today, don't you? One Germivore down. Why is it that everything in the Noctilum forest wants to kill me, always? That's the thing about this forest. Terrifyingly beautiful. I love the array of plants and animals that you find in here, but the unfortunate reality is that everything in here basically wants to kill you. Alright, down go the Germivores. We'll grab our loot from that and then continue working in. This must be the cavern that we heard about. Whoa! What the heck? Oh my god, what is that? That is a level 40 tyrant that killed me in one hit and looks like a disgusting bug thing. Oh, that's gonna give me nightmares. Wow. See, I told you. Everything in Noctilum wants to eat you. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be the first to admit it was kind of annoying to come back across this cliffside again and have to fight through all the Germivores, but hey, free experience points, I guess. It's now nighttime and raining. The weather has changed dramatically, and I see now the tyrant is that thing. It looks like a plant, but it's actually a giant disgusting bug tyrant just waiting to pop out and ruin your day. I don't even, I guess we'll just like go slow and like cut in. I don't even know how to get around it. Okay, we got it. Wow, that is nightmare fuel, honestly. Ugh, I can't even look at it for too long. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Well, we got past all the man-eating plants. We got past the giant bug tyrant. And now, what do we have waiting for us inside? more bugs. Yay. Welcome, False Thallus. Luckily, this thing is not level 40 like the bug outside. It's only level 24, so we should be able to take it down with relative ease compared to the one-hit KO we experienced on the outside. So many bugs in Noctilum. Truly not my favorite place in the game. Hoping to get in, find this alien ship wreckage, and get the heck out. It's gonna be that easy, right? We're gonna manifest that together. That it's certainly not gonna be difficult. We're not gonna have to encounter any tainted or any ganglion. We're gonna go in, get what we need, get out. Right? Right. Alright, False Thallus is down. And then I guess this cave wraps all the way around and will eventually get us to our destination. Oh my god, that one was just hanging from the ceiling. I didn't realize we were playing a horror game today, because that's what this is shaping up to be. Between the scary one outside that was camouflaged into the cliff face, to these ones in here hanging off the ceiling, I have got shivers all over my body. This is not a great chapter for those of us who hate bugs and spiders. Chapter 6 needed to come with a bit of a content warning that there was going to be a lot of bugs involved. Alright, that's another False Thallus down. Good riddance, if you ask me.
I say we fatten him up another 500 grams or so.
Oh, Lynn, she's always thinking about cooking, isn't she? Now, I need to keep an eye on the ceiling, I need to keep an eye on the walls, so there's no more jump scares. There are those weird bulbs on the ceiling, those might be monsters. Hard to say. Oh, that's totally a monster, right? He's gonna jump out? No, wow. Wait a minute. Are these just pieces of monsters? Oh god, oh! Dead Man's Gulch, and this is what people were saying before, it's devoid of plant life, because apparently the tainted just consume everything. Yeah, this is quite the juxtaposition to what we saw back in Noctilum. And this must be the tainted. Here they are. Let's see if our plan will work. Can we sneak right by them in our mech bodies? Oh, they're scary looking. At least they're not bugs, though. I'll take evil monster things over bugs any day.
This means we're getting close.
Yeah, it's just ahead.
Elma?
Relax. They won't bother us if we don't bother them.
Wow.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but...
The theory was right. The tainted have no interest in anything that's not organic. If that's the case, we should, theoretically, be able to just walk on through. First, though, we're going to discover FN Site 214, which actually brings us to level 22, which is fantastic. We'll install a probe right here, which unlocks the recon for nearby segments. We've now officially surveyed 25% of Noctilum, which is cool. Got some stuff we can investigate there, and then we get a better look at this area. So as you can see, that's Noctilum proper. Green, covered in life, most of it wants to kill you. And then this is the area with the tainted. Barren, dark gray. Alright, so we gotta head down Dead Man's Gulch, hope our camouflage holds up, and get closer to that alien wreckage. Speaking of alien wreckage, there's actually a ton around here, not just the one that we've specifically been tasked to get. But there's a lot just lying around. I guess the tainted have eaten a lot of aliens over their time here in Dead Man's Gulch and have left the remains behind for us to harvest. And hey, I do not mind if I do. We're giving everyone a wide berth. Harvesting all this treasure. What do you think even made the tainted the way they are? Like, look at their glowing eyes. Even the sky around them is dark and cloudy. They're literally... Tainted is a perfect name, because that's exactly what they're doing to the area around them. They're tainting everything with whatever weird dark aura they're emitting. But hey, if they're not going to bother me, I'm not going to bother them. Looks like the tainted come in many varieties as well. There's a flying one. Perhaps the tainted are just regular monsters that were infected by whatever this is. Whoa. That one's got electricity. Okay, we're approaching our destination. Millstone Ridge, which actually got Elma and Lynn to level 22. That was very dramatic. There's a huge crater here. I guess it's caused by the ship crash landing? Alright, here's the ship. I don't see any Ganglion, so we might have actually gotten here first, which is an absolute blessing. Maybe this will turn out better than I feared.
No signs of any radiation. Infrared, motion sensors, I got nothing. This thing's dead as a doornail.
Oh man! So it's basically a skill, right? But the make is nothing like ours. Or the Ganglions. Where could it be from? Oh wow! I can't even tell what its armor is made of!
What is this feeling? It's oppressive. It's pulsing off of this thing. It's almost as if the ghost of its pilot is somehow still lingering. And that material there, at its core, it's dark matter. This must be their handiwork.
Do you have any idea what it is, Alma?
No. No idea. Alright, well, we got what we came here for. Let's call in the salvage choppers and get it out of here. Lynn, contact Commander Vandam.
On it.
Dang, we are just bringing that with us. Nice job, extraction team. We got in, got out, no sign of the Ganglion, and now we get this alien wreck all to ourselves to investigate.
We should start heading back too.
Sounds good.
Just thinking about walking past all those tainted again makes my knees all wobbly.
But Lynn, we can fast travel.
Just the thing. Friends fuel up with Tatsu tasty lunchbox.
Wait, Tatsu? A, that's an amazing looking lunchbox. B, what are you doing here?
Tatsu?
What are you doing here?
Tatsu knew friends must be hungry, so Tatsu rides spinny plane here to deliver hot meal.
No, Tatsu.
Tatsu hero pawn, after all.
I love that you thought of us.
Idiot! You're gonna attract the tainted!
But like Lynn said...
Relax, Linley.
Oh
after
no.
quick lunch, Tatsu fly back home on spinny plane before anyone notice.
And how exactly do you plan to do that? All the spinny planes have already left. You're gonna have to walk back. Through all those tainted. You won't last 10 seconds out here.
Huh?
Maybe we can get another chopper here in time.
Too late.
Oh no. Tatsu!
Looks like somebody else wants a hot meal.
Tatsu, don't move an inch, you hear?
Okay.
Just when I thought we were gonna get out of here scot-free. Oh, Tatsu, you lovable idiot! Turns out our plan did work. The tainted were not interested in inorganic beings. However, poor Tatsu had to come and deliver us an adorable lunchbox and ruin our entire plan. I want to be mad at him, but at the same time, I know he was just trying to help, and I just... Alright, regardless, we have got 3 tainted Karos to deal with now. These are the big, I don't even know what to call them. Wolf or tiger beast-like monsters, I guess. They're only level 20, which isn't so bad. We've already got one down. As long as we can protect our poor precious potato, Tatsu, we should hopefully be able to get out of here. Nice, that's 2 down, only 1 to go, and he's already half health. This wasn't so bad. Alright, Tatsu, I'll forgive you, only because the ensuing battle wasn't as bad as I feared it might be. If we had almost died, then I would definitely blame Tatsu, but I'll let the grudge go just because the battle wasn't too bad. Oh, wait. Did I speak too soon? Oh, Tatsu, you're not off the hook yet. That's a big one. Now that is a lion.
At the Alpha? Good lord.
Everyone, take him down.
And I thought the other tainted were big. This thing is freaking huge and way stronger. This is the tainted Sphinx. He is level 24. This is the real fight. I always get so overconfident way too soon. I gotta learn to stop jinxing myself. Yeah, Tatsu, you are definitely not off the hook yet, bud. Sorry. Alright. He's so big, he's just kind of like a big black blob on my screen. I'm just trying to get some good positioning. So far, so good, though. Come on, guys. Let's keep this up. We're not going to be eaten by the tainted today. Not on my watch. Right in the butthole! Nice, that got him to half health. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're a good team here. Me, Elma, Lau, and Lin. This is a good squad. Not sure where Tatsu's hiding during all of this, but hopefully he's staying far away from the big hungry kitty cat. Alright guys, he's only got a quarter HP left. So far so good. Everyone's still on their feet. We're getting good positioning, doing good damage. Oh yeah, this tainted Sphinx is going down. Oh yeah. Whoa! Hang on, what was that? I literally don't even know. But we're all okay, so that's all I really care about. Almost there. Ow!
Hang on, I'm in the same boat.
Put up my thirsty edge aura so my attacks will restore HP. Oh! Yeah, he can still hit hard. But luckily, I think we can hit harder. Let's finish this off, guys. Yes! Down goes the tainted Sphinx. Is that it? Any more tainted want to play?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh no. Oh no. We can't fight anymore.
You've got to be kidding me. The hell is that?
What? Is that what I think it is? That thing looks very familiar. Dang. Hopefully the enemy of my enemy is my friend doctrine applies here, because this thing hates the tainted and it's destroying them with ease. We don't have to fight this thing now, do we? Holy crap! Oh god, it sees us. Wow. That was crazy. I don't think we could have fought that thing. I'm so glad it left us alone.
Was that thing trying to help us?
Maybe. Or maybe it was just toying with us.
Well, I think I could have taken it.
We should get back to New LA. I want to stop by the hangar and get a better look at that skell.
Right.
Am I losing my mind, or did anyone else recognize that creature? Was that thing a Talethia from the original Xenoblade Chronicles, or did it just look uncannily similar? Either way, we get to take items from the Sphinx that we destroyed. We recovered the mech thing, and now let's get the heck out of here. I am not going to risk walking back now that we've got Tatsu in the party. I don't want to draw the attention of any more tainted. So now is when we're going to use the power of fast travel, and we're going to fast travel back to the administrative district to check back in with Vandam. Alright, so this is an area of New LA we haven't been to before. This is an area called the Hangar, and it looks like this is where Vandam is. Restricted hangar entrance. Oh, this must be where they're housing that mech we recovered. I guess they don't want everyone to see it.
Good work, people.
Commander? What are you doing out here? Did they seal off the area?
Actually, I was waiting for you, Lynn.
Why me?
You want to tinker with that new alien mech?
Well, I mean, duh.
Good, because I'm putting you in charge of research. You help reel it in, you get first crack at it. You and your team risked a lot out there. You earned it.
Really, sir?
Everything's set up. They're expecting you.
Yes, sir! Oh my god, thank you so much, Commander! Is this even a skell? I mean, the external armor maybe, but I'm not detecting any known materials or components for the purple frame part. In fact, I can't even find a power source. Maybe it's like an idol or something? To some alien god or whatever?
What about a cockpit? Or any space for a pilot?
Let's see here. There is a cavity in the middle of the chest area. If this thing is a vehicle, that'd have to be the cockpit.
Perhaps it's not a weapon? It was abandoned after all, and in that godforsaken place.
But it was also worth the Ganglion sacrificing all those soldiers to try and recover it. Surely it must hold some value.
Granted. Now the question is whether we'll be able to uncover it. Ms. Ku is one of our best, but we can't expect her to work miracles.
If you ask me, that's time better spent studying that Ares of yours, Elma. All right, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, would you? Let me explain. The Ares is what Elma...
Vandam?
Oh, right.
Well, that's quite the cliffhanger. I don't like how many secrets are being kept from me, but hopefully we'll find out sooner rather than later what they were talking about. Now, looks like we're checking back in with the Ganglion on their home base.
Those are your orders. Have I made myself clear?
Quite.
You seem displeased, Gajag.
Whoa. He looks different than any of the other aliens we've seen so far.
Perhaps the great hero of Roth does not enjoy taking orders from the Ganglion.
So he's not Ganglion.
Perhaps he feels it beneath him.
They have more people working for them.
It appears nothing is beneath me of late.
I still hear the anger in your voice. The way you spit out the
Whoa,
words.
and look at her.
Accept your fate. Then you might find me a more accommodating master, Prince Jog. Oh, but how rude of me. Should I have said former prince?
I never cared much for titles. Counselor Luxar.
It's Grand Master, damn you!
Guess he cares for titles.
The entire Ganglion organization is at my command, as are you and your people. I will not remind you again.
Oh, but how rude of me. My sincere apologies, Grand Counselor.
Have you also forgotten the price the Rothian people will pay if you fail me? I promise you, it will not be pretty. What will happen if the humans beat you to the prize, Need I remind you of that as well?
No, you need not.
Then mind your tongue, former prince. Unless your pride can feed and clothe your people. Filthy cur. Yet I will suffer him gladly, if he can help lead me to you, oh Great One.
So much mystery. What are the Ganglion looking for, and why do they think we're gonna find it first? Regardless, it looks like we're gonna have another alien species to contend with, and I think we're gonna see Mr. Kitty sooner rather than later. For now, though, that's the end of Chapter 6. We successfully retrieved the alien mech. However, with so many unknowns, the investigation looks to be tough going. Getting a Skell license? No way. It took us almost 25 hours of gameplay, but I think it's finally time for the moment I've been so excited about. This is my very first blind playthrough of the game, but obviously as the game originally launched back on the Wii U about a decade ago, I have been privy to, some minor spoilers, and I know for a fact that you do get to pilot one of those Gundam-looking mechs, and I've been waiting patiently for that time to arrive ever since we started this journey. It looks like the time is now, and I am giddy at the thought of being a Skell operator. Vandom says, we hear you're shaping up to be quite the operative. Well then, you think you got what it takes to be Skell-worthy? See me when you're ready to go for your license. I'll be waiting. I would definitely like to save my progress, and you know what that means, guys. The next time we meet, we're gonna become a licensed Skell operator. I cannot wait. For now, we'll call it a day. That was Chapter 6 of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Next time, we're gonna get our Skell license and work on some of the affinity and side missions that we have scattered around New LA. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here soon as our journey through Xenoblade Chronicles X continues. Whoa, I ran into a box.